Welcome to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to the sponsors of the channel, my boy Fast Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, for the people that don't know, Keith Thurman had surgery on his hand. He's going to be out for the rest of 2019. And this is something I didn't report when it first happened. Basically, it happened a couple of weeks ago. And if you notice during the pay-per-view for Errol Spence Jr. and Showtime Shawn Porter, when him and Danny Garcia was kind of doing what they used to do back in the day with Teddy Atlas, they used to get in the ring and actually show what each guy should be doing during the course of the fight. If you notice, Keith Thurman had a little cast on his hand. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is because the 147-pound division is hot right now. Like, it's really, really hot right now. So I'm pretty sure there's people out there like, hey, what about Keith Thurman? What about Keith Thurman? I had people in the comment section say, hey, I think Keith Thurman can beat Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of people hit me up in the comment section and say that. Now, in the past, I've said that Keith Thurman 100% in his prime would have beat Errol Spence Jr. I still believe that to this day. But Keith Thurman is not 100%. He's not in his prime. He's having injuries like he's like in his 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's having injuries like he's in his 40s. And I don't know if he's just physically breaking down. I don't know how much longer Keith Thurman is going to be fighting. A lot of times when I talk about welterweight, when I talk about 147, I don't even add Keith Thurman's name because I don't know when he's going to fight. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of my favorite fighters to watch. But I'm surprised the Manny Pacquiao fight went down with him. Like, I was expecting for him to get injured at some point for that fight. But over the past 3-4 years, he's only fought like twice. He's only fought twice. The Josecito Lopez fight and basically the Manny Pacquiao fight. Like, outside of that, like, he's been out due to injury. And I'm kind of glad that he lost to Manny Pacquiao because now he's not holding a belt hostage. He was holding that belt hostage for a long time before they stripped him of the belt. Now, he had 2 belts, and the other belt they let him keep, and eventually he lost that belt to Manny Pacquiao. But, you know, we want to see Keith Thurman get right health-wise. I personally just didn't want to have him with a belt and he's just holding the division hostage. So the fact that he doesn't have a belt, Keith Thurman should take all the time he needs to get himself healthy, to get himself 100% right. And when he gets himself 100% right, then he can jump back into the ring. But the thing is, like, it's not like 5, 6, 7 years ago where a guy with a big name can be out for a year and a half, and he could jump back in the ring and the buzz is still there. In this day and age, it's what have you done for me lately? And if Keith Thurman's out until middle 2020, middle next year, his name may not be popping in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, Danny Garcia is going through that right now. Like, Danny Garcia's name is not popping in the streets, but it's a big name. It's a big name. And I think Danny Garcia is going to have to fight 1 or 2 fights to get his name popping in the streets again. And I think Keith Thurman is going to be in that same situation. Like, Keith Thurman is a good announcer on the PBC show. I really like what he does on the PBC show. So he definitely has a job after boxing. But it's hard to forecast what Keith Thurman is going to do in terms of his career, strictly because we don't know if he's going to be healthy or not. And that's the sad thing, because he has all of the talent in the world. And if I had to pick like a top 5 fights that I want to see, like, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence Jr. would have been one of those fights. But number one, it don't seem like he wants to fight Errol Spence Jr. I think Errol Spence Jr. can have all of the belts, and I don't think Keith Thurman would take that fight. And he'll find some reason as to why he's not interested in taking it. Like, we just want to see Keith Thurman right. You know what I'm saying? And Keith Thurman hasn't been himself. Like one time, he hasn't been one time for a long time. But we trying to see him get back. Let's see if he does it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.